Hello, I am in my running corner, I guess, and I actually think that it's hilarious that I've never really clicked that in. I've said this in the past of like what the name here means, coin des coureurs. It's actually the running room in English, but in French it translates to the runner's corner. This is where we are, because this is literally a corner. Like my door is right there, like this is the corner. So I'm making a video today. Did I do another race? God no. Thank God not, because I did one like 4 days ago and I'm dying. Today I'm talking about how to get started. I've been wanting to make this video for like 5 months and I finally can make it. And I just want to note that I am wearing the shirt from the race that I just did. I don't know why I didn't wear this in the other video before, but yeah. So I finally have like a race shirt that fits because I don't know why. I thought I was bigger and I put men's medium for the other ones and holy, oh my God, it's like a parachute on me. Like it wouldn't even fit a medium person. Like I don't even know. So I guess I didn't realize how much weight I lost because usually I would wear medium like recently, but like recently as in like 6 months ago and like 6 months ago. But now I've lost so much weight, which I really didn't realize that I'm a small again, which is cool. And can I just say how motivating it is to have everybody tell me around me that much weight I've lost, and then I take a look at old pictures and pictures now and I'm like, what? How did I not notice this? But that's not for here. That's gonna be for part 2 where I'm gonna be talking about how to stay motivated. So there's construction outside my window. The window's closed, there's no fan, so there's no noise. The floor over here is squeaky and I'm sweating. How to get started. So we all know my story. And by we all, I mean people who watch my videos. If you don't know the story, well, here it is really quickly. I was extremely depressed. I ended up in the hospital a couple times. I had individual therapy, group therapy, I had a psychiatrist, and I had a intervention. I had a whole bunch of different resources at my disposal because I was so messed up. The medication that I was on was not working and it was doing its reverse effect. So instead of helping you and making you, you know, not depressed and not suicidal, it was literally the opposite. My psychiatrist told me if I have 1%, one little thing of energy to get my ass to the gym. He literally said it that way. And I couldn't. He said it to me a couple of times and I just couldn't. I would stay in bed. The only energy that I would have is to get out of bed and go to class. And when I was in class, I wouldn't do anything. I would just sit there. Please keep in mind also that with the added stress of this medication not working, I was also entering my first year of grad school. So that was not a good mix. One day on November 20th, I was like, you know what? Sure, let's go. So I went to the YMCA because I had a membership from May, and I went on the treadmill and I haven't stopped since. I ran twice with the shoes that I had and they were really bad, and I told one of my friends how I was really getting into the running, like it's really fun, I feel a bit better, and he told me, you know, new shoes are, you know, shoes really make thing, because my calves were like on fire, and I told him, oh yeah, but like money, and he actually helped me buy new running shoes. So I after the gym, I looked at my phone and I got a gift card to the running room. So I literally, the second I got that email, I went to the running room and I bought myself shoes. And ever since then, ever since I believe that was like November 22nd, when I got my new shoes and I started running with them, my life completely changed. And I want to tell you how to get started into getting into a routine where you keep running. Not like you keep running like I'm running 100 miles right now, but like you keep going at it and you keep thinking and really wanting to do it. Kind of sounds like you're being motivated, but that's next video, yeah. So the first thing that I did was looked online at some training plans. I did not do the Couch to 5K. I would really recommend the Couch to 5K if you've never ran before and you would like to get to 5K. 5K is about 3.1 miles, I think, because I know 3 miles is, 3 miles? Yeah, 3 miles is 4.8. kilometers. So it's basically like Couch to 3.1 miles. It's a really good run and walk program. I will tell you right now that I hate run and walk programs, but it's helped me in the past. So I did kind of a version of Couch to 5K, and I will tell you that I could barely run a full kilometer in the first week and a half of running. It was just insane. And then like I just like kept running and it was like really fun, and I wanted to make sure that everything was good because I am vegan, and I know that it would be fine to do exercise and be vegan, but I wanted to make sure if there was something specific that I needed to do if I was vegan and running. So obviously I went to the Google, and the Google turned into all of these like multiple hours of watching and reading articles, just like when you find out you're trans. And what I found was nomeatathlete.com, and after I saw that, they had a training plan for 5K, 10K, half marathon and full marathon, and I was like, you know, 10K, like, it seems okay, but maybe I want to try a longer distance, because 10K, it's long, but like, I could do that for sure. What's wrong with me? Am I like that? There's a word, enthusiastic, optimistic, overachiever. There's another word that I'm looking for in those like words that describes what I am. Like, I just want to strive to more. Like, I need to calm down. I didn't calm down, so I bought the half marathon training kit, and this is what it looks like. I printed it here. It comes online, so you have all of the downloads online. So it looks like this. So 3.1 miles is a half marathon, which is 21.1 kilometers. So if you want to get started, I recommend No Meat Athlete. Only because the support that they have online is really great. You don't have to be a vegetarian or a vegan to go on No Meat Athlete. They actually really encourage people who eat meat to go on their website and not like try a vegetarian lifestyle, but I think they have like a 10-day, you know, try some vegetables running thing challenge. So this is really great. I'm not gonna do like a review of No Meat Athlete right now. I'm just gonna let you know how I got started with it. So in this, there's a meal plan, there's recipes, super easy to follow, and that really got me to keep, like, to start off with this journey of running and changing my life, basically. In here, there's a finish plan to a half marathon. The pink is converted into kilometers because this is from the States, so it's all in miles. So it's a 12-week plan of how to get yourself to a half marathon. And it was pretty intense, but before I did this, I decided to do the 6 weeks base building. So it's pretty similar. It's the same kind of pattern, except the mileage is a lot smaller. So with this, it's actually, you're like building your base, I guess. That makes more sense, right? So during that 6 weeks, I actually was running only at the gym, and it's okay to start on a treadmill, 100% okay. People kept telling me that it's gonna be harder to run outside. So I believe it was December 20th or December 21st, something like that, around those dates. I did my first 5K inside, and I was like, I cannot believe I just ran 5K. I've always wanted to run 5K, this is insane. After that, I was like, let me try going outside. And then running outside, I realized how much better it was. For me, the air is so much nicer. And keep in mind that I was doing this in the winter, so right now it's humid as I can barely handle this heat. I'm like trying to train my body to deal with this heat, but I can't. I sweat way too much. It's insane. Whatever, anyways. So when you look at these training plans, you're gonna notice that they all kind of have the same pattern, where at the end of the week, you always have a long run. And the long run is usually like 5K or like 3 miles or something like that in the beginning. So mine was always around 3 miles, around 5K. So I would do it outside all the time. And then one time I was outside and I ran 5K and I was like, man, it's nice out. Let me just keep going. And then I ended up to 8K and I was like, fuck, how did I end up here? I was like, you know what? I have 2K left. Let me try to do 10K. I never thought I'd be able to do this, but let me try. So I tried it and I worked. And I wasn't dying after, and it was amazing, and I literally could not believe it. It's really all about pacing yourself. So when you find yourself a training plan, I'm saying No Meat Athlete just because that works for me. I will post another one. I don't remember the name of it. It's like Hig, whatever. I'll post the name of it down there. It's like one of the most famous training plans for 5K, 10K, half, full marathons. Find one that works for you and that you can deal with and that you can keep at it, because it's really not that hard. Honestly, the hardest step, and this is so corny and I feel like crying when I say this because it's so true, the hardest step is walking out your door. Literally, that is the hardest thing to do. Sometimes, even now, I feel so bad. Just because I run a lot and I feel a lot better doesn't mean I'm still depressed. And sometimes the days are just really bad, and it happened a couple of days ago and I was like, I don't want to go. And I don't know what happened to me. It's almost like I was laying on my bed and it's almost like another person that was me was laying on the bed and pushed me out of bed and told me to fucking get outside right now and run 3K. And I did it and I felt amazing afterwards, and I'm so glad. So really, that first, if you don't want to do it, make that your inspiration. You say to yourself, me not wanting to do it, the person inside my brain right now that's telling me not to do it, you give them the finger and be like, I'm gonna fucking show you. I'm gonna prove it to you that I can fucking go outside and run. Even if it's the worst run you've done, even if it's the slowest run you've done, even if it's just 1K, 1 mile, you went outside and you did something, so you can remember that next time. Back to my story. I wasn't even finished the 6 week space training when I did my first 10K, and amazingly, I actually did my first 10K exactly a month after I finished my first 5K. And when I say that, I just mean like me running, like no races yet. So of course, you know, I just did a 10K. Let me find a race that's closer, because I had signed up for a half marathon in Ottawa in May, which just passed. It's the one that I'm wearing the shirt, wherever it is right here. So this is supposed to be the first race. I talked about this in my last video. But instead, I was like, you know what? I can run 10K. I can run 21K. Let's do it. So I signed up for this one, and I actually fucking finished it. Negative 33 Celsius weather. Insane. Can I just say also that right now it's like plus 33 weather? It's literally 60 degrees higher than what I'm used to running in. Well, I'm not used to running in negative 33, but you know, I did my first race in that weather, so. So main advice, find yourself a training plan. This 14-minute video really could have been like dimmed down to just being like, how to get started. Find yourself a training plan. Find yourself some friends. Join Facebook groups about runners. I am on a vegan runners Facebook group. It is the nicest group I've ever been on in my entire life. Everyone is so supportive of each other. If you post a picture, if you have sort of advice, if you ask like, hey, who's running in this race? People are so amazing in that group. And I know that not everyone who watches me is vegan or is a runner, but I don't know, if ever there's a vegan runner out there who is interested, I would really recommend that group. It's just called Vegan Runners. Like, it's great. Running really changed my life, and I cannot believe it's been exactly 6 months and a week since I started running. And to me, that's just, so much time has passed, but so much time didn't. Like, it's a very weird feeling. But I would recommend how to get started on running. First of all, talk to somebody who's a runner. That's how I got started. My friend in Vancouver, amazing, helped me with my shoes, helped me with inspiration, and told me what I should do. He is fantastic, and it's amazing to find people like that who are willing to help you. And if you would love to start running small, you don't have to do a half marathon. I'm crazy. Sometimes people look at me and they're like, how did you do a half marathon your first race? People usually start at 5K. I don't know why. I don't know why I started with half marathons. Now I'm obsessed. Now I'm thinking about doing a marathon at the end of the year. I'm crazy. You don't have to be like me. If you want to just start off and I would like to get to 5K by 6 months, that's fine. 100% that's cool. Get somebody to talk to. I will talk to you if you want. I'm definitely open to talk about running. Obviously, this is like 19-minute video. I am obsessed with talking about running. To me, it is really like, it's my drug, it's an addiction, it's my sanity, it's my life. I need it to feel like, I don't know, I feel like I finally have a purpose for myself, which is a weird feeling because I don't know how to explain it. I would also recommend starting to track your runs. I have Runkeeper, which is an app on the iPhone, I believe, maybe the Android. I also have Strava. I have two just in case. I don't know why I have two, but whatever. And you can add friends. It's kind of like Facebook, but for running, and you can track your runs. You can take your phone with you on your run, and you can track everything. I'm obsessed with tracking things. Obviously, I take a picture of my face every day. I make all these videos about tracking my life, but I like it, and it really kept me motivated, and that motivation will be talked about in the second video that I make in this series. Right before I let you go and let you watch part 2 of the video, which will be posted shortly, I just finished a race 4 days ago, and I actually have another race at the end of June, in June 28th. It's actually in Vancouver. It is also a Scotiabank run. Literally, this is a Scotiabank run, and this is a Scotiabank run. Like, I'm obsessed or something. It's just a sponsor, like whatever. So what I've done, based on all the training plans that I've seen, I've made my own training plan for the coming month so that I'm ready for my next half marathon. So it's really cool when you get to a point where you can make your own training plan and adjust it. I mean, you can adjust the training plans that you see online. Even Runkeeper, they have training plans. But if you find a training plan and you're like, ooh, I can't do that on Wednesdays, I'd rather my recovery day to be on Thursday, you do it. That's what's great about running. You don't have to follow the mold. You don't have to follow how other people do it. You do you. This is just a template on how to do it. But generally, runners are really, really awesome people. And it's just really cool to find other people that really like running like you do. Oh man, if you run, let's talk. I actually have a FTM runners group on Facebook. We're like 3 people, but you know, we're gonna get there one day. I'm kidding. It's just so we could like talk about trans things and running, and just like sometimes not trans things and running. Anyways, I hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it answered the question of how to get started. Hopefully. If not, then that's good. Not. I will talk about more about how to get motivated, which I think is the most important aspect, but I will also, so many people have asked me to make a video about how I prepare my food, or the food that I eat, or the groceries that I buy, because I'm vegan. And I think that there's some people who are vegan or vegetarian that are just confused and don't really know how to make meals. And I don't eat processed food, and I completely cut out processed sugars from my body, from my life. Obviously sometimes sometimes I eat like bread or like a veggie burger, so it's processed, but most of the time, like 85% of my diet has completely no more. Like it's basically all fruits, to be honest. Like I'm just like, I love it. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Have a great week. It's motivating to see how many weeks you have left. Even if you start at week 1, you have 11 weeks left. And you're at week 2, you have 10 weeks left. That's not a lot of time when you think about it.